If you had a chancey to Blissey to Happini, if you had a chancey to Happini to Blissey, would you? Chansey is a Pokemon that's really hard to get, notoriously. You either have to be super cool and have played through XD Gale of Darkness to have caught one, or find one find one in the Safari Zone that's a 1 to 4% chance to get it. To find it, and then what, 50 a base 15% chance to run away. I don't know if that's true or not, but it will run. I caught 6 Chansey in the Safari Zone. Pickup does not work in the Safari Zone. Sweet Scent does, though. And that was the important part. That's how I got my 6 Chansey. I got really spoiled because my first 3 Chansey I found in the first go. I found in the first set of my encounters. And then I didn't catch any on my second, and then one on the third, and then one on the fourth, and then one on the fifth. And I caught 3 Tauros while I was doing this. So that's how I obtained 6 level 26 Chansey, as that is the only level you find it in Safari Balls. Isn't that fantastic? So, to evolve them as fast as possible, I figured the evolution would be more important than the raw level 100, because I didn't want to evolve. I didn't want to hit level 100 before I evolved. I was afraid that that would happen. I don't know if it's likely, because leveling up is tied to the best way to get your friendship up. The other way is through important battles, like the Elite Four and your rival. That also gives you more happiness per battle. Not to mention the the items that give EVs also improve happiness. EV items also increase happiness. And apparently, if you're if happiness is already at 200, then I'll link my resource down below. But happiness of 200, if your Pokemon is already at 200 base happiness, then you get less points per whatever. And in Fire Red and Leaf Green, Daisy Oak can also massage your Pokemon. Who is also the friendship checker, so don't forget. I have had instances where I went up to Daisy Oak and she was like, sorry, your Pokemon's not happy enough yet. And then I fed it EV items, and then I came back and she was like, oh yeah, they love you so much. So it really does make a difference to feed them those useless EV items. You know, I fed them EV items when I was broke in the video game, but now I'm not broke in the video game anymore. Such is the way. Because I fought the Elite Four so many times. You see, in spite of, in my opinion, getting your friendship the highest through the Elite Four is the best way. It's not the best way for gaining EXP. So Elite Four, good for friendship values. Not so fast for EXP values. As I learned the hard way, I almost got up to 30 wins in the Elite Four. So I stopped and I went to the Savalt Canyon, and that went a little bit faster. And thanks to Pickup, I also got a handful of rare candies to speed that up per Chansey. I didn't save the EXP candy until my very last Blissey. I used it per Blissey that I was training. So, like, for example, I used my last 6 rare candies that I picked up while I was training it on the 4th Blissey, And then EXP candy that I picked up before then, I fed to the previous Blissey to get to 100. Because I'm impatient like that, okay? So, we train in Savell Canyon. We train in Savell Canyon, and that probably is why our EVs are so annoying when I try to fight these Blissey now. Because the final phase of this plan has just been training my last 2 week Blissey against my 4 level 100 Blissey, and gosh, are they tanky. I really shouldn't have given them Defense Curl, but, it doesn't do any damage, and that was the requirement. Okay, I didn't think it would be so annoying, but if I reshuffle this later, they'll definitely only have light screen instead. Because light screen is one time, and it'll fail every other time. You can't set it up 6 times in a row and be invincible, and you'll still be weak to the physical defense. And yeah, so I encourage everyone to make a Blissey base, but I'm going to be passing out mine when it's ready, to everyone, because nobody should have to do this. I was wondering why Tamahiro had only grinded her Blissey up to level 50, and I see why now. I see why she saved her goddamn time. But that's okay. These are technically better, but these are also way more annoying to fight, as an FYI. So, that's the video. I hope I include clips. It's not done. I feel like I can't upload the video before I have the save ready, but I might do it anyway because I want something out there really bad. We're giving it our all. We gotta be consistent about the content, Jessica. It's important. Yes, it is important. I think that's it. I think that might be it. Guys, why did I buy a Japanese copy of Emerald? Why did I do that to myself? I don't know why I decided to be like that. Look. Hold on. That's crazy town. Well, I don't know. I guess I could get a shiny Mew. I have the perfect name for a shiny Mew, though. I was recommended that by Riley. Is to shiny hunt the Mew in that video game. So that will be fun. And I have the perfect name for it that'll be English and fit within the character limit. I wonder if we'll figure it out. Ooh, I've been wanting to say it, but I think keeping it a secret would be funnier. So that's what you get. That's what you get for not engaging with me on the internet. I keep a secret and I dangle it in your face. I could dangle numbers in your face and make you feel bad. But I don't wanna. It's just so easy, guys. That's why I'm not doing it. Fuck my life. Jessica, if you really wanted it so bad, you would have done it already. Even if it costed you everything. Maybe so. But I've been wanting to be an internet influencer since before there was a word for it too, And that's the truth of it. That's why I want to be this so bad. But not wanting to compromise on your morals is really hard too. Like, I feel like we must have already. Because I live like this. I live so decadently. Of course I've given up on my morals. My life is so good. Of course I've given up. I'm just glad to be in a position that even if I fail, nothing will change. Because my safety nets are so good now. And that's kind of what I wanted. Ugh. That's okay. We all gotta pay the price on some. Pay the cost. And we are all purpose built for our own scenario. Which is what I believe. I believe that more that we're all purpose built for our own scenario. And then I believe that people are good inherently. Apparently, that might not be true, and that kind of scares me, but I believe I'm good. But my life is still built on the backs of people less fortunate than me. And that is crazy town. That doesn't feel like I should have that. Because that's not something I asked for. I wish I could sustain myself more easily, but here I am living with maids essentially. Gotta treat people nice. I think that's important. And maybe that is just it, that I'm nice because I have nothing else to offer. Everyone in this world feels more powerful than me. And that's infuriating because that cannot possibly be true. Oh, I'm so tired. In my body, in my soul, I feel so tired. I feel so tired of losing. And, you know, like, it's okay to lose, but I'm, like, sick of it. I'm, like, over it. That's why I've been grinding so hard, because none of these W's feel big enough. And that's the depression, honestly. That's a depression symptom, not being able to feel your own achievement. That's crazy town. I don't feel it. Like, I'm not trying to... I, like, in the Riley Discord, for example, I was like, got my first level 100 Blissey done. And then I didn't say anything after that when I got 3 more done. Because I was like, this isn't content. People don't care. But somebody might care. Beavery seemed mildly interested at least, or at least entertained me. Isn't that fun? But, yeah. Oy vey, what do I say other than hate? Don't go away. Please stay. Have mercy on me. Thoughts need to get out of me. Ugh. Christ. Wait, I wonder if this would have been easier with Audino in Gen 5. Secret bases in Generation 5 have never interacted, and yet my brain is like, Audino might have been nicer here than Blissey. Alright, everyone, we gotta start playing on emulator now, just for the sake of having fake Wi-Fi, GBA Wi-Fi, okay? Can we do like an archipelago randomizer? But it's not randomized, it just has the functionality of connecting all our games together. I don't think that would work like that, but I mean, okay, hold on. If we all played on a huge archipelago randomizer and we beat the game and had access to the battle tower, I mean, that's just like kind of like the same thing, right? But it's a randomized ROM that we just keep forever. It's like, this is the save file now. This is the Pokemon we have access to. This is my save. That'd be kind of cool, no? This is my soapbox. I'll do what I want with it, and I say we should all play an archipelago randomizer on Generation 3 Hoenn Emerald. Yes, come on, people. Oh, we're gaming out here. I did try a really hard Emerald Seed just recently, actually. My save file says like it was like a 3-hour session, but that couldn't possibly be true because I was on double time speed the whole time. So I got one badge. I got the Mind badge. Oh my god. This will have to be a separate video. But Randomized Emerald is crazy. And I think we should all play it together. And I think that'd be a lot of fun. I just can't host it is all. So someone will have to step up for that. Because I don't control my internet here. So yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to make an